The reason why mentally in your mind reaching for the thought that feels best is so reliable is because it's always reaching for the thought that feels slightly better, which is always accessible. So when you in your mind say reach for the thought that feels best regularly, it looks something like this. There, I said it in my mind, and I say it regularly, often, frequently. You're slowly grabbing and holding on to, then reaching for the thought that feels a little bit better, which is always accessible. There is this big thing in the self-help, in the law of attraction world, and in the world of these emotional transformation books, etc. Which is true that appreciation is the highest vibration there is, and it is true. But the thing you must understand with appreciation is that you must be in the, like Abraham Hicks said, you must be in the vicinity of appreciation for it to work. So meaning, if the emotional guidance scale appreciation is here, and you're in frustration or discouragement or anger or stress, you cannot skip all these levels onto appreciation. So it can just end up amplifying your negative emotions when you try to write I appreciate, or I love, or I'm grateful that or I enjoy that these types of things that we usually do with appreciation, at least in my experience. But it is true that reaching for the thought that feels best in your mind by saying that statement mentally will always keep making you happier and raise your vibrational level by making it a habit. Like Abraham Hicks said, going from anger to joyful, you just have to go from anger to, when you reach for the thought that feels best, you go to angry most of the time. And then you continue to reach for the thought that feels best, you go to angry half the time. Then you reach for the thought that feels best, you begin to reach the state of angry some of the times, and so on and so on. And it's a very reliable way of doing it. I just wanted to share that again. Thank you.